wanna do is drink beer for breakfast. All I wanna do is drink beer for breakfast.
It is 7:41 now, and this is First Edition on AM 860 KPAM. And Thursday mornings, me, the First Edition Beer Geek, is in the house. So a horse walks into a bar and orders a craft beer. Yes, horses apparently love craft beer, and we have the proof. Joining us live from a pasture somewhere out in West Linn is Denay Love, owner of several horses, including a beer-loving Norwegian fjord named Strydor. Good morning, Denay.
Good morning.
So how did you, before we talk about the beer that is actually brewed for Strydor, how did you make this discovery?
It was halfway accidental, but halfway intentional. I've got a Norwegian fjord. They're notorious for literally eating anything. We were actually on a kickoff trail ride for the St. Paul Rodeo a few years ago, and they actually have a beer stop halfway through this 6-hour trail ride. And I was like, shoot, I wonder if Strydor wants one too. And sure enough, he finished the whole thing, and we kept going. And it was kind of that incident that triggered a little light bulb in my head that, there could be a market for this.
And that has led to what?
So that led to just talking to some friends, doing some research, and then courting the Seven Brides Brewery in Silverton to see if they wanted to sell me enough beer that I could private label it and create my own label.
And so out came Strydor Stout,
Yep.
And it sounds like Stout is a favorite of Strydor's and of horses in general.
Yeah, in general, if you're gonna start your horse out on beer, going with a stout tends to be more palatable. One, because it has more of a molassesy, sweeter flavor to it, and stouts tend to actually be lower in alcohol, which unless you're giving your horse an entire keg, really isn't an issue. They run anywhere from 900 to 1,200 pounds on average. But the stout has been typically what I've found doing research and being on some blogs, what people find that their horse kind of tend to migrate towards.
Now, when you have the beer out and you're out in Strydor's pen, does he know what's coming? I mean, does he get excited when he sees that bottle or can?
He gets excited about a water bottle. He thinks anything is his favorite thing. So, but especially if you just have a Coke and you pop that lid, he hears it and he knows. So he's ready.
And does he take it all in one big gulp, or does he savor it?
Well, I'm gonna have to say he's a messy drunk. So he spills more than half of it. It goes down my arm, his face, all over the ground. But he tries. He tries to get it all.
All right, now Strydor Stout is already available out there for humans too at Belmont Station in Portland. You're working on getting it into some grocery stores around town, and you've actually got some different beers in the works?
Correct. So it's also available at Green Zebra and the Corner Saloon and Winker's Corner Market in West Linn, which is right by my barn. I'm talking to Albertsons and Safeway. And then I'm working on 2 more. So I have 3 horses, and ideally my plan is to have one named after each horse. So I would love to eventually do more of a summer ale, and then maybe either a sour or a cider.
Have you asked the other horses what beer they like?
It's funny. My mare, my Arabian, she wants nothing to do with any of it, which is why I'm thinking of doing like a sour apple. Not the thoroughbred I have, but the saddlebred that I have, he only likes it if I put it in his beet pulp, which I soak in beer for him, because he's a hard keeper, which means he doesn't keep weight on him very easily. But neither one of them like it just straight out of the can or in a bucket. You have to mix it.
Okay. All right. So again, tell folks if they want to try Strydor Stout where they can find it.
The best place to find it, if you're in the North End, is at Green Zebra on Lombard. the Belmont Station, if you're on the east side. If you're down south, you're looking at the Corner Saloon and or Wanker's Country Store.
All right. Does the Corner actually have it on tap, or can you just get it in the bottle?
It's still in the can. Part
Cool.
of the reason I'm keeping it in the can is, brand name recognition, and the 90% of my marketing strategy is the label.
Awesome. Which has both you and Strydor on it.
Yep, me and Strydor right on the front.
Awesome. It is a great story. Congratulations, and we look forward to trying it and reading a lot more about beer for horses.
I'd be happy to swing by and bring you a 4-pack.
Can Strydor come too?
Strydor would love to.
We've actually got a lawn out in front of our building. Maybe we can make a date.
Perfect. Lunch date it is.
All right. Denay, thanks so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it. It's a great story.
Right.
Denay Love with Beer for Horses in West Linn. It's beerforhorses.com. They're on Facebook, too. And, we'll put a picture of her and Strydor enjoying a beer on our Facebook page and up on my blog at kpam.com. It's 7:47.